Welcome back. Thank you for joining me here with Tim and Jonathan at a different time of the day. It's the afternoon for us.
Nice.
How you doing, Tim?
Yeah, decent. I've woken up to a little bit of a disaster on this game again. Like,
What's
I
happened?
had a full stack of 6 rocket launchers, or five or six. I parked them outside of Ashgabat, just sort of hammering that city, ready to take it today.
Oh, yeah.
And an anti-tank division has basically just sort of popped out of it and taken the whole lot out in about 5 hits.
Oh.
So that's all of those gone.
Oh, that's annoying.
Yes.
That's really annoying.
Yeah, I was like pretty much ready to sort of, because I'm leveling them up to level 4 like right now, so they'd have been ready to just fly over to help you guys.
Oh, God.
As soon as I was finished over here, so
Ooh,
I was ready
nice.
basically, and now I'm not.
Never mind. Do you think you'll be able to get into Turkmenistan and the bits of Kazakhstan in between us and Norway?
Yeah, that's what I was aiming to do.
See if you can. Jonathan's going to come up and we're going to... So, there's a huge amount that's been going on, and we've got a new tactic that's going to blow your mind, Tim, which I'll talk about. I think it might be a new tactic you're not necessarily aware of. It's kind of like on the same genius scale as sort of building a combat post under you to defend yourself when there's a big stack coming at you.
Okay.
But better, I think. We've taken out a stack of 5 planes from Ireland. We've gone to war against Ireland. I've gone to war against Norway because they sent a troop toward me, and that troop was going to land somewhere on my land, and they would have declared war either way. So I thought I'd be proactive and take them out. Initial thoughts were that it was something bigger, but it was in the sea. So we've got a frigate over there. The radar was instrumental in showing us where stuff was. Just got a few air superiority. Got a SAM there on the edge to give us a bit of air support. Taking that frigate back to Istanbul. And then we're going after another stack of planes he's got, Tim. Can you see the stack that's around Nissa? Nis.
Yeah.
I'm sending a frigate around to the west coast, and I think I can get them from there. And he doesn't.
Oh yeah, you should be able to.
Yeah, just about. But I could go in further, so yeah, pretty easily. So we'll send one frigate round. I've got one frigate going to defend Istanbul, and then Jonathan has got his destroyer, and you're just going inland to have a look at you. Oh, could you reach him?
That's my naval officer.
Oh, your naval officer. Can you reach him from there? That stack of planes?
I think I might be able to
Oh.
once I get to the tip of the western bay of Thessaloniki. Should be fine.
So almost all the way into that Polish territory. I'm just seeing the dotted lines. Yes, only just. I'll send my frigate in that way as well, and then I'll send another frigate the long way round because I can only just reach. What's your air range then? Mine's 100.
Good question. I think
Yours
my
is
radar
100.
range is 100. Yeah, it's 100 for the officer, and you've got to be so careful when you're patrolling planes. Anybody watching at home, because he's got some quite high level strikes. Level 4, he had 5 of them. It only took me 6 hits to take down all of them with one naval officer. So you need to have them on the airfield, unless you're absolutely sure there's no anti-air nearby. Otherwise, you could lose them in a blink of an eye.
Yeah, like this guy has. So, well, hopefully, I mean, fingers crossed, we'll take down the second stack before he gets on and realises what's going on. But he did actually come on the game and move his patrol zone with the planes that we were fighting, and I don't think he was aware. So it might be that they're playing on the mobile version and they've not quite got the sight of the enemies and the loss happening. It might have just bounced on to then just move him onto another patrol zone. And there was a troop coming down this way. I think he was going for Heraklion. I think their front line at the moment is just sending happy dappy troops to take land. If you look here, they've basically got National Guard, level 2 National Guard, Tim, just taking up land, and they're absolutely rubbish. So
I was tempted to send over some strikes just to pick them off, because they're just like, oh, they're very easy targets. I'll refrain for now, because there's no way you're holding on to that land.
No.
Yeah, well, I can take a troop, see if we can take a bit of this Greek land and some of this land back. So anyway, this really quite nice tactic I've got going on, Tim, that's going to be released at midnight and send a world of shock through Norway, is this. I've just switched to my intelligence screen, and I've got these little white boxes. I've got agents all over, about to destroy every airfield they've got. So 3 on Rome, they hit last night, and they've already taken half the damage off the airfield there. The next half will hit tonight, so Rome will lose their airfield. I'm going to do something a little bit crazy, and I'm wondering what you think, Tim. Their fusion reactor has 1 hit point, and it's a victory site, and I've put 1 agent on there to sabotage it, and I'm not sure what happens if that blows up. Have you got any idea?
I don't think it would blow up. It'd be very cool if it did, but it's not something I've come across before.
It's a fusion reactor. So anyway, I'm going to sabotage that, but the good news overnight, I don't know, you weren't on necessarily. Were you on last night, Tim? No, the night before. No, it would have been last night. Anyway, I put an agent on Dijon where there was an airfield, and it was just a region, and it did destroy it.
Oh, okay.
So it had 10 hit points, and Norway have got airfields all over their territory. They're absolutely everywhere. Your nearest airfield to you is, and they're really difficult to spot, it's just north of Aktobi. Can you see that?
Yeah. So I could okay. I could do the same then.
It's all right. I've got it covered. It's going to be gone at midnight tonight. Every single one of Norway's airfields are going to be blown up overnight.
Right. I mean, that's something that you can just keep doing every night. And I mean, if he wants to replace them with gold, he can. But it's a bit of waste of money. And he, he might do it. And if he doesn't, then he's got to wait, half a day to be able to use them again. So
ultimately,
it will mess him up.
It's going to affect his plan of attack.
It will.
We've worked out that he has airborne troops. You spotted them some earlier, didn't you, City?
Yeah.
That, as we know, that could be a big threat from us after my attack into the Ukrainian cities. I feel like Norway's taken a bit of inspiration from that. So if he can't use his airborne, that's off the table. We know for a fact that their troops are disorganised at the minute. Norway sent in a single troop, and Ireland's, doing whatever he's doing. So they've got planes which we're shooting down. The biggest threat in my mind is the missiles, the Norwegian missiles. So I think we just need as much missile defence as we can above your home cities. Then once the missiles and the planes are out of the way, then I feel like they'll try some sort of harebrained attack with a small stack of troops into one of the cities. So we've got radars there, and the boats will hopefully be able to intercept. And perhaps longer term, we'll have to worry about a navy, though. We've got to consider what have we got which can take on a combined Irish, Norwegian, and Japanese navy.
And I know that Norway have a naval officer, and I know they have the fixed wing commander because I've seen them, and I presume he's just got all the commanders. But at the very least, they'll have a decent navy. I've got 3 frigates now. I'm building a 4th. It's just very slow going. I guess if I had big old stack of gold, I'd probably, I'd buy 3 stacks of frigates, 3 stacks of destroyers, get naval officers on them, but that's not happening. But we're getting there. We're building up slow. John, you've got 3 destroyers and a naval officer. I've got 3 frigates.
I have, and I'm working towards building more subs and upgrading my destroyers as well. I'm slightly low on electronics at the minute, but I'll focus perhaps away from strikes because I've got quite a few into building more ships. Tim, I'm sending over some strikes to take out these some of these NPCs which have been harassing you. Once they're gone, you'll be able to take those cities a little bit easier. Would you be able to send some of your troops to the front line to kind of start pushing back against Norway and Ireland?
Yeah, I've healed up my airborne.
Very nice.
My officer's still kind of a bit battered. But the airborne officer and the airborne are healthy, so they can get involved.
I think that there isn't much going on in Greece right now, apart from these single troops. We'll have vision, so we just need enough troops to be able to take all of these Greek islands again. I think we should take Constanta and Sofia and work all the way up to Belgrade. And there's a couple of reasons for that. It kind of presents a natural choke point with the river, which Ireland and Norway will have to move through. It's a lot thinner at this end, and also the sea next to Belgrade will be able to move some frigates up there to provide natural air defence from Norwegian missiles, but also to hit back at the surrounding cities of Timisoara and Novi Sad. And that would just be a great kind of forward operating base where we can look to reclaim a little bit of Europe once we've survived whatever they're going to throw at us. And I think the sooner we do that, the better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That sounds good. Let's do a coalition joint venture then. I'll have a think about what I'd do with Istanbul. I'll have a ship on it. I'll have an anti-air, a rocket launcher, and then I could just move everyone else up. So I can do 3 armoured fighting vehicles and 2 rocket launchers in a stack. Got another troop somewhere. I built a couple of troops from Ankara. There he is. Yeah, I'll move a troop over so we can do a bit more land grabbing. I'll have that troop with my stack. He'll catch up anyway. Tim and Jonathan. So I've basically gone for every bit of Norwegian infrastructure that is on a region, including actually his victory site, which is a rare materials site, and then even the combat outpost and the airfield above it. So I've got every single airfield. I'm pretty confident of that. That's on a region. I've got 3 agents on Italy's airfield in Rome. And so I would ask you guys to then have a look at what other maybe air infrastructure is quite important to them, because they've got, I know Norway's got a stealth plane to deliver missiles, I think. So if we can reduce their ability in the air, so that, for example, there's level 2 airbase on Warsaw. If someone would like to put 3 operatives on Warsaw to try and take out that airfield, what do you think?
Yeah, it's... Oh, there we go. Right, it wasn't working then. Right, there we go. Yeah.
On sabotage.
Yeah, I can do that.
It won't take
I've
it
not
out.
got much cash, but I can do it.
What I've done is I've only put 1 agent on each of my home cities as counter ops, and then I put everyone else out there in the field, and I've got about 10-15 agents out there in the field. How many agents have you got?
I can definitely release them.
I have 12. I've been spending a lot on supplies. I should have a lot more because I've got the most kind of cash income out of all of us. But so far, I've got 4 on sabotage and actually 2 on corruption. This northern Polish city, Brudush, if that's how you pronounce it, I'm sticking some corruption on. My kind of plan is if some of these northern cities go rogue, then they'll draw his troops away from the front line, or the Chosen will just rampage through northern Europe. We have to pick the right targets. He may still have troops on some of these cities. and some of the cities may be at too high a morale. But I've picked this city because it's on 29% and it's away from our front line. So in addition to attacking his infrastructure and some of his resources, we need to start attacking his morale too. I'm thinking, we know we're going to go to war with him. We're kind of playing dumb with him a little bit now. He's messaged us saying, "Oh, what's going on?" And we say, "Oh, it was just a mistake. Let's make peace." But just before midnight, perhaps we should all declare war on him and then see what happens. So,
how many agents can you get on corruption then?
Well, just 3 agents on any city of whatever type. So you can do 3 corruption agents on some of his lower cities. It might also be fun to target something like Rovaniemi, which is right in the north, and Norway won't be looking at. And over the course of a few days, that might drop low enough for it to go rogue, and then the Chosen might push and take Hetta, which is a very important victory site for him.
And I'm also sabotaging that victory site. I've only got 1 operative on that, and he's got quite a lot of infrastructure, so it will take a while to sabotage it. But yeah, I love that idea on Rovaniemi. You just won't be expecting any of this. It'll have counter ops on his home cities, and no one will ever have done operations against a region with an airfield. Or
I didn't even realise you could do it until yesterday. It's really blew my mind because it's quite kind of finicky to get to that screen. But yeah, you most definitely can. And previously Norway sent missiles to take out some of my provinces that he wasn't happy with. So if he'd known that he could have done that, then he would have had an advantage. So we're working out these pro strategies that will really help us succeed in this battle.
Yeah, and we should keep them absolutely to ourselves, because if this sort of information gets out, just think of the games in the future, how difficult they're going to be.
Or just between ourselves and everyone watching today then.
Yeah, if anyone's watching this far in, probably a few are.
Yeah, there's got to be at least like 2 or 3 people, right?
So just think of the chaos you can start from the very beginning of the game, just sabotaging provinces. Even like if you've got a player near you who's just like they've just taken a city and you sabotage the province morale next to it, and it goes, I don't know, there's a lot to explore with this on that sort of micro level. But from now on, any sort of arms industry or anything like that that's built on a province, that they're going to get taken out pretty early doors, I think. Definitely going to invest more in agents early on. So if you want to put a couple of agents on, I mean, maybe tomorrow I could take out all of Ireland's infrastructure. So because I've got an awful lot of agents, I'm not going after any of Norway's local industries that he's built on provinces. So someone could go for those. Could really annoy him. He's obviously spent an awful lot of money building all those up, like cash money with his gold.
I've gone for the next nearest airbase, which is like right up in northern Russia, above the domed city.
Right, I probably got one on that. So where? Above Resniki?
No, Yekaterinburg.
I think it's
north of that, the big long province that's got an airport in the middle of it.
Oh yeah, let me just see if I've got something on that on. Oh yeah, let me just double check if I've got one. Yeah, I've got someone on that one.
Oh, okay.
So I'll take that out anyway. I'm pretty confident I've got all of Norway's airfields.
Okay.
I've had a good old look round. There may be one that I miss, but I'm pretty sure, unless he has built one since.
Have you got the one above his victory site in Norway?
Yep. And I've got one on the victory site.
Okay.
But if you want to put another one,
and raise some funds to get some more units in there. I feel like this is going to be most effective tonight, and then tomorrow, if he clocks onto it, he's going to try and retaliate and do something similar.
He won't
So
know what's
I feel
happened,
like-
and I've got an idea. I don't think he's going to really know what's happened with them, and it'll be a bit weird. I've got a possible idea about saying something about stealth units and saying that another player in the game has said to me they've got stealth units in your territories, but not directly to Norway. Say it to Ireland.
Yeah.
So if I said it to Norway, it'll be too obvious. So say it to Ireland, but it's happening to Norway. And then Norway will say to Ireland, "Oh, I've lost all my airports. What the hell's going on?" And then Ireland will say, "Oh, well, Turkey said that someone's got stealth units in our territory." And they'll go, "What?" It could be quite funny, but then they might just think it was us. It was me that put stealth units in there. So I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah,
Yes.
if it works, then that's fine. We just got to make sure that they don't turn around.
And do you
Hang
know?
on, I actually know what's happening here.
Do you know who I'm going to say has stealth units in their territory? It's going to be Argentina, because they are closest to them now, because they've taken Morocco. So it's a plausible.
Why would you be messaging Ireland if you've just gone to war with him to try and help him out? Like, I'm not
Well,
quite buying that.
It's planting a seed, and we know from his messages that he smokes a load of weed. So he's going to be paranoid, and he's going to be paranoid with a seed planted in his head.
When the meta game goes to like the next level, kind of psychoanalyzing the person. we had this one game where I was chatting with a guy, and then I worked out what time he wasn't going to be on, and when he was asleep, and then I invaded all the cities. Then I feel like this is the stuff that wins games. It 100% is. So,
or at least
let's
makes
keep it
them
going.
more fun to play anyway. Oh, looks like I already messaged Ireland on day 14. I told them to help Poland defend themselves against Norway for some reason. Maybe that was before they got there. That's odd. Right, here we go. Hi. Hi, Argentina said they have stealth units, I'm going to say, in your coalitions. Territories. Send message. And if he if he comes back with anything, we'll see what happens then. So, and I've just been really vague, because I don't know what stealth units would be able to take out every airfield that you have. So this will be a very interesting catch up tomorrow to see what's happened. Very interesting indeed, just for my own point of view, to see if I could actually take all of those air bases out, or if that one in Dijon was just a fluke.
It seems like they're potentially like weaker than normal air bases, and no one's ever going to have counter ops on provinces. I reckon just because it is quite fiddly to get on that screen, a lot of people won't be aware that you can be attacked by ops on your provinces. So
there's another idea as well that takes all of this to another level, but I don't know if we'll do it yet. But I mean, once this hits tomorrow, I've got another idea that could be a way to affect his capital. But I'm not going to tell you today. I'll tell you tomorrow when I've got all my people, all my agents freeing up and sending them off onto the next mission. There's a cold war to be had here with our agents. Jonathan, let's just catch up what's happening in the south with you before we forget.
Oh yeah, Mozambique is being crushed.
Very nice.
He's sent over a few strike fighters to to hit me at Kisangani. They've again been shot down to my anti-air, so he hasn't really learned anything there. I think he may have rage quit now. I sent him a message asking how it felt knowing that I've killed 3 of his coalition members. He wasn't really happy with that.
Oh, that's a bit mean.
In a game where you can only have a coalition size of 3.
Yeah. But because it was Ethiopia, East Africa, and then he brought in Cameroon, didn't he?
He's tried.
I've just seen you got a victory site there, John.
Yeah. So I think, is that already ticked over, or does that tick over at midnight? But that will catapult me into first place for victory points, even above New Zealand.
Very good.
So I don't know if that's going to put a target on my head or not. Maybe I want it to draw some of the attention away from you. But Mozambique's going down. He's just got lots of single units sitting on his cities. I've now got my strikes to take out those, but mainly like the rocket launchers are doing work. He sent up a few boats, they've gone down. It's just a question of time, and all of this jungle, it just takes a lot of time to capture. I might focus on just taking out his home cities, and then once all his home cities are gone, maybe I can neglect South Africa and Namibia. But any new troops I make, they'll be going towards the war effort in the north, because I think I've got everything I need down here.
Great, that's good to hear.
In terms of Madagascar, I might just make peace with him. It's not really going to be worth the effort of taking all of his home cities, I think.
Yeah. Ireland's doing a load of land grabbing up there. My land's in a brighter colour. It's just mopping that up. But we'll come back through and up. Okay, well, I've had a lot of fun today because it did get a little bit miserable after all your home cities get missile attacked on day 15 or whenever it was. But coming back and having a bit of fun and giving them a fight and learning new things about the game, and you can't win every game, but you can certainly play it and have fun, which I'm definitely having now. So today has won the game for me, really.
Oh, that's great. That's really good.
Whatever happens after this is just, it's what it is, isn't it? We're against a gold player with deep pockets, and hopefully we'll take him on and take him out, but we'll see. I'm just thinking what I'm researching. I've got loads of supplies now and components, and the reason that's building up is that I can't spend it because I've not got enough electronics, so I've got a real bottleneck. But I
can sell some.
Oh, can you? What do you need most, supplies or electronics? Supplies or components, I mean.
Generally components. My supplies is at 360 an hour.
Ooh.
Components are getting there because I've annexed a city.
Cool.
I'm aiming to annex another one soon.
Very nice.
But yeah, I can sell like 4,000 electronics, to be fair.
Oh my god, can I take like 1,000 of them then?
Yeah, sure.
Wow. I don't know if I'll have enough money for that. Oh, but we can buy them cheap because no one's got any offers on, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got an offer up already at 4. So
I've just undercut you at 4.1.
4.1. Fill John first, and then do me with whatever else you have left.
Yeah,
and I've got enough money for another agent. I'm going to do something secret with an agent and tell you what it is tomorrow and see what effect it has.
Classified
like a new
intelligence.
A new thing. I'm going to do something that maybe no one has done before.
Can the audience see what's going on right now?
No, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to do it after the episode.
All right. Exciting scenes here. Live and direct.
Live and direct, for sure. Oh, that's it. Jonathan, do you remember what we were talking earlier about Tim? For sure. For sure.
Oh, phrases that we like to say. There we go.
For Jonathan, it was fantastic.
Yeah.
For Tim, for a little while, it was for sure. And then for me, saying a lot. Okay, well, anyway, we diverge, but any last thoughts on this episode?
It's going to be exciting fighting as the underdog.
Yeah.
Because if you're already on a streak and you're crushing every country, it gets a bit boring.
Very.
Yeah, back the underdog. And I think join us in the next episode. It's going to be a killer. It's goodbye from me.
It's goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
Over and out.